Everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I'll guide you through the whole process how to do your summarized written text in your PT academic. PT has changed rules from 7th of August in summarized written text. So in this video, you'll get to know what has changed, how to do this question now, and what steps and strategies to follow. So come on with me. I'll teach you some rules and regulations before getting into the question, and then I'll solve one question type for you as well. So summarized written text. Summarize written text is the very first question of your writing module, and yeah, here we go. So summarize written text is the very first question and it is red part. So red color here indicates that it is very important question for my PT academic test. So red is very important, orange is important, and green is not important. When you're aiming something between 5 or 6 bands, your main focus should be on red and orange part. And if you're aiming a little bit higher, maybe 7 bands or 8 bands in PT academic, you should little bit focus on the green part. So in this video, we'll be going through summarized written text. That is the very first question. So you will be getting two questions. Before 7th of August, it was 1 to 2. You may get 1, you may get 2. But after 7th of August, summarized written text is 2, which means for sure you'll get 2 questions for this type in the real exam. Yeah, very important, your marking criteria. Your marking criteria has changed a little bit after 7th of August. So if you see summarized written text is at the top of the page, which means 40.16, very important, most important question of your PT academic test after 7th. 22 scores are going into your writing and 18 scores are going into your reading, which means this is an integrated question that is contributing to two different modules, that is your writing and reading. Why this task is contributing to writing as well as reading? Because the task is mm, where's my task description? Yes, you will be given a paragraph. You'll have 10 minutes to answer that, and you have to write the summary of that passage or paragraph in just one line. And the word limit that has been given to us by PT is 50 to 75 words, but I would suggest you write somewhere closer to 70, 69, 72, something between 68 to 72 will be really great, and which will give us the good content. But there's a slight change in the marking of summarized written text, that now the marking for summarized written text will be done by AI as well as human. They are introducing this human, just they want to check that are you writing something from your side or you're just simply copying the lines from the passage and you're just typing and copy and type. So originality really matters now, because after 7th of August, human will be checking our content part of summarized written text. So summarized written text, if the human is checking, will little bit modify the lines, will not write exactly the same what is given to us on the screen. Just a little bit of modification, some connectors will add so that it looks like a complex sentence. So like this is the screen, how your screen will look like in the real exam. You'll be having passage, you'll be having timer on the top, and you will be having the word count here that will count the words for you. There's a counter present, you need not to count the words manually. So this is your task, and here you will write the summary of the passage in one line. One line means you can only use one full stop, which we'll use at the end. We cannot use two full stops. If we are using two full stops, which means we are giving two lines. So only one line means one full stop at the end. So after 7th of August, I would really recommend to use complex, or you can say compound sentences in your answer, which means you just have to little bit modify the sentence and write it. So a complex sentence is which connects a main idea with some extra information using a linking word, using a connector like because, so, since, although, all these words. So main idea plus linking word plus extra information will give you one line from the passage. So for example, I have example for you. So these are the some common linking words that you can use, like because, since, as a result, for cause, contrast, although, even though, while, for time, when, after, before, while. If there are any conditions, if, unless, result, hence, due to, so that. If you want to present a contrast between, like, one line is positive, one is negative, you can use however. If you want to give additional information, you can use furthermore, in addition to this, something like that. And for example, how to frame a complex sentence. Like the simple sentence is the government invested in solar energy. You can make a complex sentence out of this. The main sentence, the main idea, the government invested in solar energy. Because is your linking word, or you can say due to, which means it is giving the reason, because it reduces carbon emissions, which is the extra information at the end of the sentence. So you have to frame some complex sentences from the passage that will be given to you. And the word count should be something around 68 to 72 words. For example, this was like paragraph given to me about the online shopping. If I have a look at this, all the paragraph, which is the word that is being repeated again and again, I can see online shopping many a times in the text. Like here, online shopping, shopping, online shopping. So this is the word that is being repeated again and again, which means it is giving me an idea that the main paragraph that is talking about online shopping, main idea of the paragraph is online shopping. So you have to frame some complex sentences out of this and write it. So for example, I have done this in this way. This is the answer to my question. Online shopping has become very popular because of its convenience and the vast variety of products available at consumer tips. Which line is it? So from the paragraph, online shopping is very popular. I said online shopping is very popular because of, not thanks to, because of its convenience. So main idea is online shopping is very popular because of its convenience and vast, I just changed the word variety, vast variety of products available. Okay, and then I wrote in addition to this. So if I'm writing in addition to this, if this is a positive line, I'm just praising online shopping, that I'm in the favor of online shopping, this line will also be a positive. You cannot write something negative. So if I'm writing in addition to this will be again something, any other advantage of online shopping. I've written bank cards also offer such as reward points, cashback, and fraud protection, which can enhance the overall shopping experience. So which means I have taken this line, I have taken another advantage line from the topic. So I have taken this line with online shopping. On the other hand, I have just missed it. Online shopping, I've just bank cards can offer benefits such as this and this till shopping experience. So, and then so I have used the connector so just to give you the result, or you can also write hence. Both consumers and financial institutions must work together to ensure a safe and enjoyable shopping experience. So I've given the conclusion from here because I talked first about the advantages of online shopping. Then in the second line, I talked about the banks. So last line is, so both consumers and financial institutions, which are your banks, should work together to ensure a safe and enjoyable online shopping experience. So I have given the conclusion in the last line. Both consumers and financial institutions still here. It is just like you have to frame a story out of it. First, I gave the advantage, what advantage it is having for consumers, how banks offer advantages to the consumers, and in conclusion, or so, hence, they must work together, both the parties, consumers and banks, to ensure a safe and enjoyable shopping experience. That's all. This is how you get full out of full in your summarized written text, right? But when you are choosing the lines, I would highly recommend just not to avoid these type of sentences which are having decimal numbers in it, like 1.1, 2.1, 1.1 million dollars. So point is a problem for us. Computer thinks it is a full stop, but computer don't know it is a decimal. Abbreviations with dots, again, same problem. U dot, S dot, Mr. Dot is again a problem for us. I don't want anything dotted in my answer. Simple abbreviations like GPS, DNA, you can take that. Any information that is written in inverted commas is a dialogue, will not take that. Any line which is having symbols like brackets, question mark, underscore, exclamation, slash, I don't want symbols in my summary, so do not take that line. But if any line is having commas in it, that's fine. You can take commas in your summary, there's no limit to commas, but only one full stop at the end. That's it. Okay, so this is your summarized written text. Now I'll show you one question in the portal how to do this. If we go here and we go in practice, summarize written text. So let's practice from the prediction questions. That are the questions that there are high chances they'll appear again. Maybe let's say we do solar energy. So solar, I can see solar power, solar energy, solar panels, solar energy many a times, which means the paragraph is mainly talking about solar energy. If I zoom out so that, so which means solar energy is the main topic on which we have to write the summary for. Maybe I start with the positive line so that I'm writing all the positive things about solar energy, because I can see many, it is saying popular, is truly renewable source, is clean source of energy, which means it is talking about advantages of solar energy. So maybe I write solar energy is very popular. I'm writing this line just in my word, little bit change of words. Is very popular because it is both a renewable and clean source of energy, comma, in addition to this, now I have to write again one positive line, not a negative line, because I'm talking about first line is positive, in addition to this, and maybe I write it is truly renewable resource, or maybe I write it is non-polluting, whatever you like. It is non-polluting as, I've just added as, it does not create greenhouse gases such as oil-based energy does. Nor does it create waste that must be stored, such as nuclear energy. Okay, let's see the word count. So it is still 48, which means I need to write much yet. So I have to pick another longer lines. Maybe I just continue with this line only, energy, and again one more advantage. And maybe I write any another advantage. Maybe I write and is available for collection each day. Just a short line, and then I'll give the conclusion. For collection each day, comma, so advantage or something, some concluding sentence. I will not write about cost, maintenance. It is the other advantage. I want a journal conclusion. Maybe I write solar energy is superior to some forms of energy, and I'll not write high cost efficiency. No, is superior to some form of energy, and nations can use solar power to decrease global warming. That is the main conclusion. So, solar energy is superior to some forms of energy, and nations, I'm just writing this line, nations can use solar power to decrease global warming. That's it. What is our word count? 75, up to the point. I can't go above 75. So 50 to 75. Even if I write 76, 0. Okay, that's good. And now it is just like creating a story or out of the passage. So now it is time to proofread. So you always have to check that is there anything that is wrong or any typing error, any spelling error. Spelling error, I don't expect because everything is already given on the screen. You are just writing some simple words. In addition to this, is popular because, so, hence, in addition, something like that. Other all words are already given on the screen. So is very popular because it is both a renewable and clean source of energy. In addition to this, it is non-polluting, as it does not create greenhouse gases such as oil-based energy does, nor does it create waste that must be stored such as nuclear energy, and is available for collection each day. So solar energy is superior to some forms of energy, and nations can use solar power to decrease global warming. That's it. Then you sum it. And I think British American doesn't matter. On or after 7th of August. Here you go. After 7th of August, it is getting 90. Good. So this is how you have to work on your summarized written text. If you have any questions regarding or any doubts regarding this part, feel free to message us or comment me in this video. I'll get back to you with a good answer. I will be very happy to solve it for you. Thank you.